Melbourne. It looked like a thriller minute, the game between Collingwood and Footscray. And in our Melbourne studio to take us through the highlights, here's Kate Payton. Evening, Kate.
Good evening, Drew. Hello. Well, Collingwood seemed to be the stronger side going into this third round clash at the MCG, but this week it's Footscray who've attracted all the attention following the sacking of coach Terry Wheeler and his speedy replacement by former Hawthorn coach Alan Joyce. The effect this sudden change of personnel would have on the Bulldogs introduced an element of the unknown into the game, and Joyce's coaching debut is bound to be watched with interest. We'll start the replay with some highlights from the first half, and your commentators are Peter Landy, Dennis Cometti and Don Scott.
What can the Bulldogs produce today? A very lacklustre effort last week against Geelong. They're absolutely mutilated out of the centre. Monkhorst kicks inside 50, very greasy conditions. Rocker overruns the ball, will have to get back quickly, so too does Stanfield. Williams kicks into Sexton. Chance for the Woods now. Rocker onto his left foot, takes the hand pass and goals. Towards Rowe, the new look Brad Rowe with the shorter hair. Now a chance for Woods again. McGuan, oh, can he kick another one? Goal of the year last week, goes at goal and dribbles it through for his first. Real wet weather football today. Advantage paid. Buckley, terrific kick again to possession. Oh, Rocker, like Peter McKenna and Barry Price. 111 career goals to Rocker, 2 so far today from only 33 matches. Kicks it goal, close and gets it. Wine.
Push out then.
It looked like it. Pert goes hard at the ball. Again, Collingwood with the numbers. Brown in trouble. Kick off the ground. That's a goal. Kick by Steve Collingwood. Tap down to Buckley. Danger here. Reads the play well. Kicks a great goal.
Grant and Pert over the top. Reynolds hooks it behind. Liberatore to Allen. Can he snap a goal? Yes, he can. Goes towards the outer side. Very high kick. Footscray, plenty of numbers. Grigic knocks it behind. This is Fraser. About 60 metres from goal. Sends it back towards full forward. Watch out for Rowe.
Played it.
Brad Rowe directly in front. He won't miss this. They're up by 16 points.
Rocker kicks it with the man on the mark. Treadle.
Oh, that's a shocking decision.
That is a bad one. That is a bad one.
It's under the armpit of the man who tackled.
That is a bad decision. That's a shocker.
To goal.
Buckley held onto the ball a while, goes to right now. Right in turn to Fraser. Fraser just forward of the centre circle, pushed as he kicked, it floats inside the 50, and Rocker, well, he waited. He kicked 10-3 at Victoria Park in round 16 last season against the Footscray side. Kicks from 40, puts it through.
Keith had an accident. That wasn't his fault. What will it do to his car insurance rating?
Let me just get this right. If I have an accident that's not my fault, I can claim without affecting my rating or paying any excess, as long as I can identify the other driver.
No blame, no penalty. From RACV Insurance. It's not just another insurance company. Switch your policy now.
Advertised Falcon GLI.
Right, Commodore 88.
Green with a brown interior. I have 3 available. It's an 87 model.
What's this?
It's green with a brown interior.
Go!
Absolutely fantastic on fuel and economy. It's green with a brown interior.
Plenty of space in the back for the...
Oh no, sorry, it's sold. Yeah, it was green.
Alexander's Riders by Lee sale. Men's riders were $65, now $39.95. Boys' riders were $55.95, now $35. Riders by Lee, the jeans that fit. At Alexander's, the look, the name, the price.
the top 28 dance hits of 94 from Concept.
Tonight,
mate going off, going right off.
Join Steve Murray.
I believe he's opted for the state.
Lucky. And Jimmy Barnes.
We were going off like a frog in a shop.
In the week's craziest star, Jim Owen. 7:30 tonight on 7.
Thursday was always fun night on 7, but we wanted to make it better, so we asked our supercomputer this question.
How much fun can we cram into one night? 7:30, full house. 8 o'clock, hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Hey, you guys, turn to channel 7. It was good, but we wanted more.
8:30, full frontal.
But wait, there's more!
9:30, the Posey Towers Hour. 10:30, Denton. All new, all funny, all night. Thursday nights on 7.
At the end of the first quarter, Collingwood led by 15 points and by half-time had extended that lead to 27. So Collingwood 12-5-77 to Footscray 7-8-50. Now we pick up play late in the third quarter. The Pies have added 1 goal 3 since the break and Footscray 1 goal 4. So Collingwood now leading by 26 points.
To bring the ball back in. Impressive bandage. Darcy and Williams. Good mark to the matter. Centering kick. Rocker couldn't take it. Ball scooped up by Liberatore. Back to Reynolds. It comes from Critical.
Why did he go there?
It's not going to be a Collingwood ball, but perhaps that was the best option for Footscray there. It's just out of bounds.
Well, Peter, he had Hawkins in front asking for the handball. He could have put it over there. He had really plenty of time, Reynolds.
And here they go again. Monkhorst, McGuan, Sexton was there. The umpire was in the road. Danny Southern showing a bit this afternoon. Francisco tried to punch Collingwood, who I think kicked the winning goal when Footscray last beat Collingwood here at the MCG. A few seasons back now. They won by 3 points. Stanfield. Ballantyne and Delray. Was that touched? It was, says the goal umpire. Danny Delray saying, no, I didn't touch it. And 3-4, one behind.
Ballantyne saying he did. Quickly.
Play continues. Collingwood come away through Gary Pert.
Got it from Hassel. Drives it around the outer side wing. Southern knocks it away from Curley. Curley buddies up again. Krasiska on the wing goes down towards half forward. Pitches in front of Rowe. Wallace the better recovery. Sexton back to Wallace. Wallace kicks towards midfield. Here's a chance for Cameron. How will the ball sit? Cameron on a collision course with Fraser. Played it brilliantly. Stanfield back to Cameron. They can score from here. Great pace shown by Williams as he run him down. And the ball off hands and through for a minor score. Well, terrific run by Paul Williams.
It's also good play by Cameron. You thought he'd get his, wouldn't get his kick away because Williams was coming down very, very quickly. But he still got the left foot to it. And it finished up being a good kick from Cameron.
24 points the difference. Footscray not gone yet. Getting plenty of the ball. Not finishing their work off. Grigic favoured by the kick. Knocked away just in the nick of time by Monkhorst. It's out of bounds. The Bulldogs doing the bulk of the attacking. Collingwood have won 5 straight against Footscray. The best string by the Magpies, 10 straight back in the 20s against the Dogs. Hawkins out of a tight situation on the 50. Pulls it back for a more central location. Delray, almost the chest mark. It spills behind Buckley, who's been pretty quiet. Hunter works him out of it. Socket over the line on the full.
Yes, it is.
Buckley has to live with that. What the umpire indicating it's Hunter's ball. Mark Hunter, tight angle. Well, they've missed the easy ones. What could he do from here? Virtually an impossible kick, you'd suggest. 24, just to pull it back to 18 if it's a goal. Hunter deliberately. Not a bad effort. Just missed it.
2 behinds to Mark Hunter this afternoon. Footscray ruining the start they gave Collingwood.
Delray coming off for Footscray and the captain coming back on.
Graham Wright has the mark from the Ballantyne kick out. Wright short of half back. Wine back on. As Don said, couldn't take the mark though. Opportunity there for Monkhorst. Grigich off the ground. Tretiuk and McGuan. Wide, not all fours. Gavin Brown nearly got pinned with it underneath him. Ball kicked out of the pack finally up towards the edge of the square. Paul Williams, who's playing a terrific game. Krasiska, McGuan, kick a goal, so the Magpie fans, and go for a run. Here he goes. A little toe poke. Oh, a great slips catch. Mark Orr would have been proud of that.
I wonder if that was intended.
I think it was.
Krasiska, terrific grab as Lee Matthews swings another change.
Hassel coming off, Butcher on.
You wonder about going with Grigich and Wine, don't you? They're in that pack together, and I think the run off the pack caused them some problems there.
Well, Wine's gone down to full forward now, Dennis.
Yeah, but he was on the wing
yes,
when they were contesting that last ball, wasn't it? Yeah.
47 career goals to Gavin Krasiska in 124 matches. He's got underneath that one. Out of bounds on the full, won't trouble the scorers.
That's a bad miss.
Reynolds. Fraser punches the ball clear. Away from Mark Hunter. It's out of bounds, right on 50. Yes, a bad miss.
It's an interesting move putting the captain up at full forward. I thought that Delray was doing quite well. He's got strength and mobility.
And Alan Joyce is the new coach. So the same two go at it again. Monkhorst wins that one down to Buckley. Quick kick right into the arms of Sexton. Must have just travelled the required distance. Had a nightmare start against Sav Rocker. Stanfield and Krasiska. Good mark. And the boy from Fish Creek. He marks right on centre wing. He's also had a go on Rocker. Now on his third opponent, Stanfield. Short of right centre wing. Cameron the target in front of Fraser. The two speedsters. Much on either of them. Cameron, high left footer. Oh, good mark to Wind.
Well, maybe that's a value of him.
May have already paid off. There has been this season a question mark over his fitness. Didn't do much last week at Cardinia Park. So Alan Joyce trying to give him a little bit of a feel of the football, taking him to full forward in place of Danny Delray. A chance for his first goal. Yeah, but his first kick today too. Brownlow medalist shot at goal. Dropping short, Stanfield in front. And I think he was the only man to touch it. He had to go for it. And so Scott Wine kicking his first score of the day, one behind.
Kurt kicks in quickly. Brown slipped over. Play goes on. This is Cameron behind. Liberatore has it now about 60 metres from goal. Back to Cameron. Measures the kick from right on the 50. It slides across the face. Hawkins at the second attempt and the third. Still he goes after the ball. Allen across his body, snaps and kicks it.
The second.
Well, they deserved it. 10 scoring shots to 1 since the 5-minute mark of this term. For 2-8, Collingwood have kicked just a point in that time. So Footscray bombarding the goal and eventually getting one. And they're right in this.
He showed us it, Scott Allen, hasn't he?
My word, he's very, very impressive. Bad luck by Hawkins, just couldn't get onto it, but he's got a lot of toe, Allen.
13-8, 9-16. Back in the middle. Grigich and Monkhorst. One down to Francis. Open-handed hand pass. And he's penalised. Liberatore. Marvellous game. Back in form today. Leading by example. Goes down towards half forward. Stanfield. Liberatore went down behind, but Stanfield has juggled the mark. Well, the game's on at the MCG.
Liberatore's hurt too, Dennis, behind play. I was watching. Nearly collected an elbow, but a little bit of acting from when he was in France. But there he is, bent over.
Who would have elbowed him there, Don? So a kick from about 30 metres out. Stanfield to pull it back now to 10 points. Remarkably. Very important kick. Looks good. Goal to Footscray.
The name of the game is Australia. visualise your opponent as your worst enemy.
In the centre.
The person you absolutely despise the most. The absolute most.
One of the top.
And that applies from the kick-off.
And otherwise what?
Right through to the final siren.
Not that time, guys.
Now remember that.
You guys are quick learners.
At Holden, we believe that true prestige is built into the car. The new Holden Statesman is the most luxurious and distinctive ever. It's the safest large Australian luxury car with driver's airbag standard. The all-new Holden Statesman, big V6 or optional V8. The prestige is built into the car, not added onto the price. There's nothing quite like a Holden.
Thinking savings? Well, walk into Williams. Cut a dash in Bronx Dash by Candy. All leather, Australian made. Save 20 and pick them up at $39.95. If you're thinking savings,
Walk into Williams.
that's thinking on your feet.
From the great classical composers and the greatest motion picture makers ever comes Classics and the Movies. With the world's most famous music. Classics and the Movies. The best music of our lives from Concept.
Seldom before has there been a story of such savage splendor. When they talk of Dances with Wolves, you'll remember too the adventure, the courage, the passion of Black Robe. 8:30 tonight on 7.
So the doggie's starting to roar. There's a buzz in the kennel. Francis from Monkhorst to half forward. And McCartney playing in front, lays it off to Buckley. Tailor-made for him. Low trajectory kick down to Rocker. Couldn't take the mark. Brown could make amends. Thought about a snap. Now goes back to Williams, who's caught with the football. Darcy has him. A play on call. Liberatore moving okay after that knock that he got earlier. Relays it on towards the centre wing position, and Cameron, one of Footscray's best. Cameron up towards half forward. Stanfield the spoil. Pert takes the crumbs well and relays it back towards the centre wing position. Williams again gets the better of Darcy, and away he goes again. Paul Williams scooting for goal. 55 metres out. 50 and closing. Goes at goal. What a terrific kick for full points. Out of the Mick McGuan coaching manual. Paul Williams has the answer that Collingwood wanted. His second. He's kicked 2-3 for the afternoon in a terrific solo effort.
Well, there's some great passages. Cameron on the wing, nearly getting run down by Francis. Then Pert getting onto the ball. Fortunately, Williams got at centre wing, a couple of bounces. It's a great individual effort by number 10.
Sensational goal by Paul Williams. He kicked 5 against the Bulldogs in round 1 last season. Francis upended. Woods in there, gathers the ball, kicks towards half forward. Suddenly, the sun is shining brightly, and the Magpies getting a goal after a very lean spell.
Well,
great courage, Rowe. Well played, Rowe. Gives it across to Fraser. Fraser goes in short. McGuan should mark this. No, he dropped it. Costa an opportunity. He slipped over. Back comes Brown. Francis. Costa, was he in the back? Play goes on. Guess who? Liberatore again. Terrific stuff. It comes to Wallace. Wallace boots it out wide. Knocked away there by Fraser. Trying to crash his way through was Grant. Had the presence of mind to get the hand pass. Crediuk got it to Hunter. Hunter goes down towards half forward. This is suddenly a terrific game of footy. Here comes Butcher. Butcher lost it, almost threw it away. Down went Collingwood. Thorpe can't control it. It's out of bounds, and we've got a throw in. Well, hasn't it gone up a gear or two, this one? Footscray are challenging, and Collingwood looking for their 3rd straight win. They've had their pride pricked. Grigich got it down. The hand pass from Monkhorst, knocked on by Butcher, taken by Wright. It goes to the wing. Sexton has had a dirty day. Knocked it away, but straight to Francis. Spears the pass and intended for Brown. Well done there by Crediuk. Gets it across to support. Wallace's kick, ill-directed, and the mark is taken by McCartney.
McCartney realised it quickly. Buckley. Oh, Reynolds, good effort to get it away from Rocker, who's still there. Gives something, a little gift to Brown. He'll have to recover quickly. Oh, a hard ball. Footscray free kick. Free kicks in the first quarter were 12-3 in favour of Collingwood. And even that perhaps a little bit since then. Reynolds, the third opponent for Sav Rocker this afternoon. Punch away by Woods, just onto the ground. Kick comes down back towards the forward line again, and again it's Reynolds.
Footscray have made a change coming off Anthony Darcy on Jason Watts.
The kick came from Curley. So Reynolds, almost lazily, Monkhorst punches down for Francis, had it taken away. Ellen.
Well done, Grant.
Terrific. Courage. What Alan Joyce would want. Commitment at the football. Thorpe. Krasiska. Past Grant. Chance for Buckley. Has to beat two. Grant's got him. Did he have the ball? Collingwood supporters thought not. Hunter. A quick kick down to right half forward. Collingwood. Away he goes. Will he give the hand pass? Oh, he should have. He's caught. Ball spills free. Thorpe again. Longer full forward. Wine. And ill-directed as the siren goes for three-quarter time.
Great quarter.
1 goal, 2 to Alan Thorpe. And at three-quarter time, Footscray impressively still in with a chance, but it's Collingwood 14-8-92 to Footscray 10-17-77.
Spectator. The name of the game is Australia.
The Mitsubishi April Countdown clearance is on. And that means you can count on getting a great deal on any Mitsubishi light commercial vehicle from now until the end of April. You can count on generous factory bonuses on Triton, Express Vans, Star Wagon and Pajero. And if you're eligible, you can also count on a sales tax exemption. So see your participating Mitsubishi dealer now, because there's one thing more you can count on. Stocks won't last.
With RACV Insurance, 3 claim-free years on rating 1 really means something.
I still have one claim, even if it's my fault, and I still don't lose my rating 1.
But in your case, it's even better. Because you've had 6 claim-free years on rating 1, you can have 2 claims, even if they're your fault, without losing your rating 1.
Excellent.
Switch your policy now.
Alexander's Riders by Lee sale. Men's riders were $65, now $39.95. Boys' riders were $55.95, now $35. Riders by Lee, the jeans that fit at Alexander's. The look, the name, the price.
Are you ready? Yeah, with Hits the Best, with E17, Ugly Kid Joe, Take That, Utah Saints. Hits the Best, 30 hits to get your pulse racing.
It's the Dimmies and Forges Warehouse Sale. 20-piece porcelain dinner sets only $9.99. That's right, just $9.99. Assorted ladies' socks at a very low price of 99 cents each. Assorted plain and printed single bed sheets, just $6.99 each. Ladies' jersey knit tops with hood, only $7.99 each. Woven polyester viscose fabrics, $2.99 a metre. Boys' flannelette shirts and denim jeans, only $4.99 each. Penguin polo tops, $5.99. And men's jeans, just $12.99 each. All stock must go for the Dimmies and Forges Warehouse Sale.
Hi, John, it's Jackie.
Melbourne's most controversial love affair. The late John Bell and Man O' Man supermodel Jackie Tarabay.
He was always so strong.
The truth behind the tragedy, exclusively on Real Life.
So in that third quarter, Footscray really coming back into the game, possibly something Alan Joyce said at half-time. They stacked on 27 points. And now let's have a look at the final quarter, with Collingwood leading by 15.
Well, can Footscray complete the comeback? They only trail by 15 points as we begin the last quarter at the MCG. They had a lot of the play in the third term after being blitzed in the opening quarter by Collingwood in general and Sav Rocker in particular. Christian on the ground. He came on late in the third quarter. First actual kick of the day. Credit to him, it goes, gee, it just went across the boundary line. And a throw in on centre wing on the outer side.
Tony Wood's also on for Collingwood, playing wing. Doug Hawkins, who came off interchange, is playing also on the wing on Woods.
And these two ruckmen have had a titanic struggle all day. Monkhorst and Grigic. Cameron has been excellent for Footscray. Francis burrows in, gets grabbed but not in possession, should get a free kick and will. Tony Francis at right centre wing. Neither end favoured by what breeze there is. Francis, shade of the southern stand. Oh, terrific mark over the top to Credior.
Really took a gamble then, didn't he, coming from behind to take that mark.
Sexton, I think, copped his knees somewhere. Stanfield missed what he should have taken. Allen, who's been lively up forward. Grant, you'll have to be quick. He is. Chris Grant's kick up towards the full forward zone. No mark taken by Thorpe. Ballantyne gets back quickly. There's a free kick going Collingwood's way.
Yes, Wine was holding on to Ballantyne.
Ballantyne in short to Gavin Krasiska.
Sexton still very groggy. I don't think it was a knee, Pete. Here's Christian. Monkhorst in midfield. Francis. Look out. Hawkins bearing down. And Liberatore. They got him in the pincer movement. This is Southern from half back towards midfield. Going back, Buckley. Forward of half back.
First goal vital, Dennis, isn't it?
Yep. And Collingwood generally today have got the early goal in each of the terms. Woods swings it out wide. Fraser, loose man on down the ground if he can get the ball to him. Brown, Sexton is, I think, supposed to be guarding this man. Brown's got the ball about 60 metres from goal. Floats one down towards full forward. It could bounce through. Has it? No. Just missed. Well, Sexton still in the hands of the trainers. They've got to sort that out and quickly. Here's Reynolds to bring it in. 14-9, 10-17. Keenan Reynolds, a high kick towards half back. Over the top, terrific grab. Grigich.
Magnificent.
Wants to play on and does. Southern, who started on Buckley, kicks towards midfield. It pitches in front of Grant, taken by Christian. This is Butcher, down towards half forward. Brown kept his feet.
Free kick, surely.
There was Costa. No free kick. It should have been. Williams tries to crash his way through. Loose ball. Back comes Brown. Picks it up. Goes with the outside of the boot. Sets it up to the kickoff line. And Reynolds is very good overhead. And again there, he prevails.
I thought he was going to be out-bustled there by Rocker. Didn't happen. Played in front. Hawkins. The Hawks kick to centre wing. Chris Grant, who was resolute in the third quarter and really did lead by example. Long way from goal. He's on centre wing. This is Hunter. Good kick. Low trajectory. Drop punt. Oh, Thorpe should have swallowed that run.
Actually, he took his eye up at Peter just at the critical moment, Thorpe.
What a golden opportunity that was, because
Beautiful
first goal
pass.
in this quarter, Dom's going to be so important.
It was a beautiful pass. It was a good lead also from Thorpe.
So boundary throw in. Grigich and Monkhorst. Over the top was Gary Pert, the Hawk.
Well done.
25-metre hand pass to Sexton, now on the forward line, it would appear. Took that kick from half forward. Christian with the flight of the ball, couldn't complete the mark. Wind. Thorpe, can he make amends? Runs into an open goal and kicks it! The Doggies are back! Well, he'll be relieved. Alan Joyce will be pleased. Krasiska is limping. But Thorpe, he missed that mark before, but a terrific snap.
Yes, that's his second. Two goals, two Thorpe has kicked. It was a good lead before. Pert coming off for Collingwood. And coming on for Collingwood is John Hassel. Hassel going down to the back line. Looks as if Pert came off the fourth.
So the margin back to 10 points. I'll leave you pondering, Don. Rucks go at it. Grigich thumps it down. Fisted back there by McCartney. Grigich again with a kick this time inside the 50. Thorpe and Krasiska out towards the boundary line they go. Strong shepherd by Grant. Thorpe can't pick it up. And Christian plays it across the boundary line.
Well, what they've done, Dennis, while I was pondering, McCartney's gone back to centre-half back. That's where Pert came from. Hassel's gone up onto the forward line for Collingwood.
I knew there'd be a reason. Grigich over the top, Monkhorst. Slapped on by Buckley. Loose ball towards the outer side. Williams goes at it. Then he stayed off the ball. Liberatore didn't. He slid in. Cameron has been superb. Watts across his body. Grant needs to go, and that's a terrific mark. Wanted to play on. Now, what's the call? He I think is paying a trip. I wouldn't be surprised if he called play on, and then Christian may have taken the legs from Grant. And Grant has been very strong today. From 60 metres out, spirals one towards the kickoff line. Thorpe misses, Wine picks up, kicks a goal. Less than a kick in it. Footscray will not be denied.
News Update, brought to you by McDonald's Family Restaurants.
Hello, Nicole Chabastek. In the news tonight, 7 cameras are on the spot as an Australian powerboat champion's boat flips at 160 kilometres an hour. Fears held for the safety of Australians caught in an African civil war. And Dean Jones talks to us about his shock retirement. All the day's news and football highlights at 6 o'clock.
Keeping you informed, Jennifer Kite and 7 Nightly News.
Super XHP, you say? The what? The latest SH formula. Who? Yeah, no, mobile. Yeah, mobile. M-O-B-I-L, right? Extra protection. You're talking my language now. Okay, thanks, mate. He asked me why I'm not using mobile Super XHP.
You big dummy.
Mobile Super XHP saves you worry in the long run.
Has this ever happened to you? Everybody say cheese. Look at that picture. You cut out half the party. Those days are gone. Hi, I'm Tim Shaw, and this little lifesaver is the Wide View panorama camera. It puts a new focus on big photos. The Wide View is designed to shoot twice as wide or twice as high as your ordinary camera, or with 35mm film. Forget the days of losing half your shot. The Wide View shoots an amazing 25 centimetres long. Gets everything in the picture. Look at this, before and with Wide View. Same photo, but what a difference. Getting the whole family in with an ordinary camera? No way. With Wide View, it's easy. It's lightweight, compact, and its super wide lens is focus free. It's so simple to use. Wide View is great for holiday photos. Bigger memories in a bigger size. Ordinary cameras limit you to part of the picture. Wide View is super for all the action. Don't spend heaps on fancy cameras or wide-angle lenses. Look, is this better than what's in your photo album right now? Plus, with every Wide View camera, we'll give you this great package offer of free Fuji 24 exposure film and a fantastic processing deal. As well, we'll give you 100 coupons for 100 free replacement films. Because it's from Demtel, of course there's more. Order the Wide View 35mm camera now and we'll give you another Wide View camera absolutely free. Got the picture? You get 2 Wide View cameras plus 24 exposure film, 100 coupons for 100 free replacement films and Demtel's famous money-back guarantee. All for just $49.95, but only if you ring now. Demtel's fabulous Wide View camera and film offer is great value. Demtel, you've done it again. Order yours now. Ring 008 023 025. That's 008 023 025. Ring now.
7:30 Wednesday. Take a sneak peek.
It's good to be back.
Rush to Australia. It's Tim the Toolman Taylor.
You're on fire. Indeed I am, Al.
In a special preview of Home Improvement's all-new series soon for 7.
I don't think so, Tim.
A brand new episode of Australia's most popular comedy.
Thank you, Australia.
Thank you very much.
A tool-time event followed by more laughs in Boy Meets World.
You're not gonna, kiss me now, are you?
So don't forget, 7's all-new Home Improvement preview, 7:30 Wednesday.
4 points the difference at the MCG in what is now a thriller. Francis tries to get it out of the centre. Woods was there, blocked. Hawkins slips as he kicks. Stanfield goes hard at it. Good tackle by Christian. Liberatore has the ball and loses it just as quickly and ties it up still inside the square.
So that was a strong tackle by Christian on Allen there, number 30.
It looked as though it was going to be a repetition of Friday night and yesterday afternoon here at the MCG.
McGuan coming onto the ball for Collingwood from the forward line.
But Footscray, after giving a huge start, have got themselves back into a possibility of a winning position. Right's kick marked by Cameron, who's been terrific today for Footscray. From midfield, Cameron to half forward. Christian will punch from behind, does it successfully, beautifully to Francis, who runs off Liberatore at half-back. Kick drops a little bit short. Watson will have to go, son. He does. There's no one there. Terrific tackle. Off the ground goes Sexton, who has had a dirty day. Collingwood to Liberatore. Can Sexton kick a goal and put the doggies in front? He can't. There might be a mark. Could have been a free kick against Krasiska, but it's out of bounds in front of Wyndon Ballantyne in the full forward pocket left for Footscray.
That was a great effort by Sexton. He followed Watson down, put him under a lot of pressure. Watson caused the turnover with a handball.
4 points the difference. Footscray finishing the better. Monkhorst does well from the boundary contests and comes away with the football.
High kick towards the outer side. Reading it best off the boot was Watts. Worked his way in front. Grigic. Away he goes. Long kick. Right down towards the goal line. Wine surrounded off bodies and hands and out of bounds. So a throw in alongside the behind post. Bear in mind, Collingwood led by 36 points at the 5-minute mark of the third term. So Footscray have been terrific. They fought back a couple of times today. Always they've fallen short. Can they press on? The ball is out of bounds once more. Collingwood led by 28 points at the 12-minute mark of the first quarter. Footscray got back to 3 points, but the margin was 27 at half-time. But they will not go away. Down goes Wine. Francis did nicely in a tight situation, but the kick is wayward. It floats out of bounds. Scott Wine feeling the effects of a hard
He's
knock.
not fit, Dennis. He's just physically not fit.
Cameron. Up around 25 possessions now, and Liberatore likewise. Liberatore's got the ball. Too far out to score. Bright sunny afternoon now after the early rain. Liberatore across the ground. That's ambitious. You square it there, you can buy trouble. Grigic, though, gets it across to support. The kick comes from Sexton. Out of bounds on the full in the left full forward pocket.
He's coming way down off that half back line, Sexton.
14-9 to 12-17.
Francisca's now going up forward for Collingwood. Watson's going down on the back line, replacing Francisca.
Last quarters have been a disaster for Footscray this season. 1 goal against Richmond, none against Geelong. Can they go on with it this afternoon? Here's Cameron,
who's been lively this afternoon. Christian doesn't get the bounce, but Butcher gives him excellent backup support. Nearly caught. Brushes the tackle of Stanfield well. Long towards centre wing and picks out Gavin Brown, who should have marked it. Footscray let in. Liberatore with the shepherd. Cameron. It's a bustle. Wine couldn't take it. And Christian, who started on the bench, but doing some terrific work in defence. Fraser, courage to take the mark.
Terrific kick on the left foot by Christian.
McGuan, who started like a steam train today, was in everything in the first quarter. Had a few teammates. Wallace might get a free kick.
Did well, Wallace, to put his body in front of Rowe.
Well, Rowe showed him the example earlier when he took a mark in front of him for a goal. Steve Wallace, captain at Footscray in 1989. McGuan paddles it in front of him, goes for the boundary line, and it is out of bounds next to the interchange area, off the hands of the Hawk. So a thriller. Footscray last one here at the MCG in 1990. That was in round 17 by 3 points. Will they get up again this afternoon in a thriller? Collingwood would have had the better of them in the last few seasons. Williams has been terrific. Wobbles it up towards Krasiska, who's caught. Rebound to McGuan. Did well to get a kick. Cameron stands his ground. Gets pummeled by Butcher. Off to Southern. Fraser gives chase. Southern straight down the spine of the ground. And waiting at the back is Damien Monkhorst. Some good cleaning up work. He does it well. Excellent kick to position. He finds Hassel, who takes the mark in front of Southern.
Del Rey warming up, and I think Thorpe will come off for Footscray and Del Rey on. Thorpe played in the forward pocket.
Hassel uses Watson as a decoy. Plays on from half back. Kicks inside the 50. Rocker, can he kick his 7th? It will be timely. He's missed.
Had plenty of time then too, Rocker.
First behind, I think, Dennis, isn't it?
It is the first behind.
He kicked 4 in the opening term.
But he kicked 6 the first half.
Yeah, and 15 against Footscray in 2 games last season. Likes the Dogs, but at the moment they're stopping him. The ball hasn't been down there too much. Grigic outnumbered 3-1, played it pretty well.
He's got to be worked on the ball, that big fellow. Run him into a little bit of form. He's got a lot of ability. Just hasn't had his opportunities at Footscray on the ball. But he has got real potential there.
Grigic and Wine, a nice dilemma for Alan Joyce, I guess. Monkhorst plucked it out of midair. Rowe dragged down by Liberatore, forced the error. This is Sexton. High kick back towards the wing. In trouble out there was Watts. Was he pushed in the back? Yes, he was, says the umpire. Williams, the offending player. Watts wasting no time. Having to wait for it there was Crediuk. And it's going to be a free kick. He's a bit lucky. Butcher was bearing down. He certainly contacted the head, but also the ball. But Crediuk's got the free. And the Footscray fans were seething in the second term about the umpiring. There goes the kick down towards half forward. In front down there, Stanfield. Christian has come on and had an influence. Gets it across to Brown, to Butcher. Butcher gives it back to Christian. He's on the wing now. Michael Christian, low pass. It bounces once just in front of Francis, who played it pretty well. Williams, with his pace, pulls away 70 metres from goal. High kick. They come from all directions. Footscray best place. Southern, outmarked Reynolds, plays on. This is inspiring stuff. Out it comes from Watts to Wallace. Wallace boots it along the grandstand wing. What a terrific mark on the lead by Grant. McCartney was there step for step, but Grant able to hang on.
Well, different Footscray than the one we saw last week at Geelong. They were insipid then. This afternoon they're inspired, especially after the 15-minute mark of the first quarter. Brigidge couldn't take the mark. Good hip and shoulder by Butcher, and he might win the football. He's got it to McGuan.
Well done, McGuan.
He was under pressure. Plenty of Footscray players at the fall of the ball. Stanfield takes it from Crediuk. The bounce important here. Wine tries to make position. Delray taken high. Collingwood fans say holding the ball. Snapshot by Collingwood. Will be out of bounds on the full, I think. Yes, it is. Butcher will take the free kick. And a timely one for the Magpies.
If he gets back quickly, he can play on, Peter.
He does. This is out to Woods. He was one of their three interchange players today. Fraser and Watts. And Watts takes the mark on centre wing. He too has had a stint on the bench. That's where he started. Wind in front. Not really as mobile as he would like. Fraser, speaking of mobile, over the head of Watts to Williams. Bad hand pass. And it's out of bounds on centre wing.
Watts has done well since coming off the interchange bench.
Great game of football now. And Footscray giving something, and their supporters will be overjoyed at that. Costa a chance. Brown, a steal. The Collingwood captain from right centre wing. And Sexton lifting.
Really, he has done particularly well in the last quarter, Sexton.
He has. He's been up on the forward line for a while. This is an important possession. Wallace takes it in front of Brad Rowe. He's got the better of that duel. Thought about giving it to Danny Southern. He may still do. No, he doesn't. He's gone a little bit further downfield, and the mark taken by Collingwood. Collingwood's kick up towards half forward. Stanfield.
Yes, it was a free kick.
The advantage is paid to Southern. Oh, he didn't think about taking the mark down there, McCartney. His opposite number 12 is Costa. Runs into trouble. Trying to give it to Cameron, who's under siege. That's holding the ball, is it not? No.
Hassel coming off for Collingwood, and Watson's going down on the forward line.
So still 5 points the difference, and the last quarter in progress now, 15 and a half minutes.
Alan Joyce wanted some honesty. Well, he's got it by the kennel load this afternoon. Brigidge is in there. Over the ball is Brown, and a bounce. So the Magpies, who started superbly, have been reeled in. Can they find something, as they've done for the best part of the day? Monkhorst got it down, but it's worked forward, and the mark is taken by Collingwood. Little kick came from Allen. Not his intention, but it was good enough. So Collingwood has this ball from right on the 50. He'll kick. This to put the Bulldogs in front. It seemed impossible to suggest this in the first term. They trail by 5 points. The kick misses to the left-hand side. Collingwood shows his annoyance, but still plenty of time. It's 4 points the difference at the MCG. The Magpies lead.
A thriller. Oh, Gavin Brown just takes the mark. Or is that? No, it's not a mark.
Taken on the half volley.
He's quite right. Hawkins is right. If it wasn't a mark, it's holding the ball surely.
That's right.
Oh, dear.
They're asking, what about the decision down the other end when it was paid against Footscray?
Right again.
Good point, Don. So Fraser offloads it to right. And after the punch came from Monkhorst, Collingwood looking for a steadying goal. Southern comes at the ball from behind, brings it down, won't be a mark, gets rid of it quickly. Out it goes to Watts at left half-back flank. Nathan Buckley in pursuit. The kick is high. Hawkins, oh, great effort to mark from the Hawk. Costa, too long for him. Wright's there. Allen, you caught some. Good tackle from Francis. Stanfield to Liberatore. Allen again, who's kicked a couple and shown something. Collingwood fans looking for holding the ball. The umpire's called play on. They've swallowed the whistle. Grant can't pick it up. It's desperation stakes here. Costa kicks and one behind.
Oh, desperate stuff.
One behind, kick by Kim Costa, his first score of the day. Collingwood supporters breathe a sigh of relief. It's 14-10 to 12-19. With inaccuracy cost Footscray 3 points the difference. Gary Pert takes the kick out in the left back pocket. Danny Delray stands the mark. Woods makes the lead. He's wide, but on his own. A steadier from the veteran. Former Fitzroy best and fairest winner. Off the hands. It's a Collingwood free kick, or is it going the other way? It's Footscray's free kick. That's going to Watts. He kicks to half forward. McCartney could have taken the mark, went for the punch. Up towards centre field, and Sexton again.
Tumbles it back towards half forward. Terrific grab, McCartney.
I think he might have hurt himself, Dennis.
Great mark, off balance, falling back. He's in trouble.
He got a bit of cramp.
So will a teammate take the kick? That would be advisable, I think.
Butcher off.
Hassel on.
And I think Collingwood quite happy with this delay.
Well, they can give it to Perth, surely.
Official attendance, 38,307.
There's Gary Pert.
They've got to get him off the ground. They can't leave him there.
Towards the outer side. Oh, Hunter, who's been terrific on Buckley. Over the top, claimed the mark, plays on. Delray!
And Grant's by himself, McCartney's man.
Oh, Chris Grant was on his own.
Delray back to goal. He needs to kick it now. How about this?
Missed one from out here earlier, Delray.
If it's a goal, Footscray will lead by 3 points.
It's a good one.
It looks good. No, he's missed. Well, the crowd behind the goals must be Collingwood supporters. Big roar. It just missed.
Well, Delray was confident, Dennis, as soon as it left his boot.
Valentine kicks in. It's back to 2 points. Good kick too. And stretching out McCartney. Making light of his cramp. Takes this mark at left half back. Goes for distance. Members side. Rocker. He's the target. Tries to knock it on. Francis knocks it the other way. Taken by Krasiska. Hurried kick towards the 50. How will it bounce? Nicely down there for Wallace. Gives it back to Watts. Liberatore, who's been superb, across to Sexton. Footscray bring it out, but only as far as Krasiska, and the Magpies will pump it back in.
They've got to keep attacking Collingwood. They cannot go defensive.
The Magpies lead by 2 points. Krasiska kicks to the 50. Watson almost the mark. Rowe quick hands away. McGuan close to the boundary line, pulls it back. It could bounce. This game has had everything. Alan Joyce looking for a fairy tale, and Collingwood looking to stay unbeaten.
It was nearly a nightmare then.
Well, look at their options here. They've got 2 of them.
Hawkins in the left back pocket. Grigic doesn't let him down. The 2 Giants. Monkhorst stands the mark. Grigic looks for Grant. McCartney right from Allen, runs out of bounds, runs out of room.
And Wines has come off for Footscray, is playing down a foot full forward, and Thorpe has come back onto the ground. Incidentally, Wine replaced Thorpe. Now Thorpe replaces Wine on the full forward line.
Liberatore fumbles, and just that crucial fumble, half a second, cost them a kick downfield. Grant, this time on the edge of the square. Low trajectory kick to half forward. Hassel applies the tackle. Collingwood, who kicked the winning goal a few years back when they last beat the Magpies here at the MCG. Thorpe a chance. Runs at the football. Over the top. Cameron, left foot. Rolls. It was. Now only one behind. Well, you said it had everything. One behind, kicked by Leon Cameron. Well, with 20-minute quarters, we've already been playing 20 minutes. How long have we got left? Can Collingwood hang on? It's 95 to 93. 2 points the difference. You would think perhaps next goal, if there is to be another goal, will win it. Cameron at the back, has to punch. The ball spills clear. He knocks it on. Liberatore, oh, gets taken high. No, he doesn't. Still he goes. It's tied up. Hawkins, quick.
Oh.
There's a mark. Allen has it.
And And he could kick it. He is a beautiful kick of the football.
But his inaccuracy last week was something else, and he's kicked 2 goals too this afternoon.
Well, it was fitting that Cameron and Liberatore were in the build-up, and Liberatore quite inspirational there, wasn't he?
If he misses this, it's Collingwood by a point. And he kicks it Footscray in front for the first time.
Minute 45 to go, Pete.
It's close. I don't think close enough, though. One behind. Dear, oh dear.
That's his 4th point. 2-4 to Allen. The Collingwood team have spread. Options, well, they've been covered by Footscray.
Dying moments of the game. Pert's got it in the back pocket. Goes up the middle. Great kick. McCartney's away. Big roar from the faithful. Kick inside the 50. Pretty hook in the road, though, to Costa. Here come the Dogs again, around the outer side. Grigich and Monkhorst. They battled all day. Monkhorst stays on his feet, boots it back to half-forward. The Dogs have got the numbers. They need to get it on the ground. Almost a great mark to McGuan. Pretty hook tried to crash his way through. Southern goes to Costa, taken by Hawkins, around the outer side, inside the last minute now. Grigich goes down towards half-forward. Allen comes on the lead. Too far out to score, obviously. Just forward of the wing. Kicks it inside the 50. It needs a mark. Del Rey's in front. How will the ball fall? Out of mid-air by Hunter. Over the top, Footscray. Ball's behind. Diving on top of it desperately is Grant. Whistle and a ball up. Bounce 20 metres out from goal. Only seconds remain.
Where are the Collingwood players? When it went down their forward line, there were 4 Footscray, 2 Collingwood.
Down to 30 seconds. There's the bounce. They lock arms. Clean possession almost to Stanfield. He's wrestled to the ground. Another ball up.
Dear, oh dear.
Well, what a game. Footscray have come from nowhere in more ways than one. Again, the battle. McCartney slaps it out wide. It needs a clean possession for Footscray to win. Down to 5 seconds. The ball's out of bounds. Clock will stop.
So the siren due any tick of the clock. Footscray perhaps have had their chance or chances. Ball back into play. Monkhorst goes at it. Pert gives him backup support. The Magpies by a point in a thriller. It's not a fairy tale end for Alan Joyce, but a nightmare. But the fact is they gave so much Footscray and they had their chances. Maybe an accurate kicking. If you look at the scoreboard, 12-22 tells the story. 94, Collingwood 14-11, 95. Footscray giving such a big start, but the heart that they displayed in the second half was terrific. And they'll be certainly looking to do better things in the weeks to come.
It'll take a very good game any time this season to top this one, Pete. One of the games of the season.
It will. A one-point result. Footscray players can't believe it. They gave so much. Collingwood have got the 4 points. 14-11-95, defeating Footscray 12-22-94 in a thriller at the MCG.
The name of the game is Australian.
The Mitsubishi April Countdown clearance is on, and that means you can count on getting a great deal on any Mitsubishi light commercial vehicle from now until the end of April. You can count on generous factory bonuses on Triton, Express Vans, Star Wagon and Pajero. And if you're eligible, you can also count on a sales tax exemption. So see your participating Mitsubishi dealer now, because there's one thing more you can count on. Stocks won't last.
Major classifieds. Properties on the market. Delightful 4-bedroom family home. And you will miss it. Only missed out last week. 80 now. Looking for 90. I'll take a 5 if you like, sir, from you. I'll take a rise of 2.5. 7.5 now. To get you there in the centre. Can't buy that way. This is the way to go. But the second call. It's going. It is going. It is sold.
That's fantastic. Thank you.
How to earn more Ansett frequent flyer points without leaving the ground. Simply use your Diners Club card. When you pay for a restaurant, when you're out shopping, for car hire or your petrol, all your accommodation bills, and even when you buy an airline ticket. Because with Diners Club, you earn valuable Ansett frequent flyer points every time you use it.
challenge on the ball. What do you reckon?
Oh, I reckon it's about time a bank got on the ball, Curtis.
It's good for families.
Keeps the price of taking the family to the footy then.
Great, they helped us out with a home loan and that's just fine.
Any kids yet?
Yes.
I reckon it's good to have an Aussie company sponsoring football. Mate, this challenge mob are showing a bit of form lately. If they had a Brownlow for Banks, I'd put the red on.
Won't you come along?
Jazz at Midnight is the sultry sounds of the music of the night, featuring some old and some new legends. Jazz at Midnight, the only way to fly.
At 80 kilometres per hour on a straight, dry, uneven road, just one faulty shock absorber can increase your stopping distance by 2.6 metres. Munro, the world's best shock absorbers.
Monday, meet a very special dog named Yowie.
He swims out and tows me back in.
The case where two heads are better than one.
Great head is dominant.
Tips on how to prevent your dog from being poisoned.
Splotches inside the gum.
The wild baby that lives in the washing basket.
And it won't be long before he learns to fly.
There are kids that won't take any bull. Plus a look at what drives chimps wild.
They certainly don't miss out.
At the new time, 7:30 Monday, talk to the animals on 7.
The pre-arranged message sent to Maury Fields from beyond the grave.
Whoever died first would stop the clock.
Right on 12 o'clock. And the plane that flew itself for 3 hours on The Extraordinary, 8:30 Tuesday on 7.
Well, it got pretty desperate there in the end, but a good win to Collingwood despite a strong fight back from the Bulldogs. The leading goal kickers for the Pies, Severia Rocker 6 and Brad Rowe 3. For the Bulldogs, Chris Grant and Collingwood and Thorpe all got 2 apiece. This afternoon, Optus Oval played host to another great game between Carlton and Geelong. Let's have a quick look at the highlights.
Comes Carlton forward, down towards Kernahan once again. Well spoiled, however. Kernahan will get another chance. He snaps. Oh, what a goal, Kerners! Here's a chance now for Pickering across his left shoulder. Ablett, very, very good. It bounces clear. Going to be kept in play by Barnes. Can he bend one miraculously back? Hanley can't complete the mark. He soccers off the ground, the big man, and has kicked it.
Some great action, and you can see the replay of that game after the news with Sandy Roberts. Of course, there are some big games coming up next week. Sydney and Richmond, Hawthorn versus Carlton, Essendon, Melbourne, Footscray and North Melbourne. West Coast and Fitzroy, Brisbane, St Kilda, Adelaide and Geelong. So very big round coming up. In the meantime, from me, at the moment, goodbye.
Coming up shortly, 7 Nightly News, followed by the big Sunday replay featuring Carlton's clash with Geelong. Join us 7:30 tonight for another delightfully funny hour with Jamoan. It's got everything, sketches, laughs, and the best music in town. Treat yourself to that special Jamoan brand of humour, 7:30 tonight on 7.
The name of the game. The name of the game is Australia.
This has been a 7 Sports production. The 1994 AFL Premiership season, proudly brought to you by the following sponsors.
Monday, these are